Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to play the actual video because I have to do this. If you want to play a video on YouTube and you want to be able to get away with something, you have to do it this way. You see this right here? Okay, I can do that. And then they'll let me do that. And I'll get in trouble for the music, but you know, it's just, we gotta take things minute by minute, y'all. And this is Michael McDonald and the Doobie Brothers. Now, they were never known as Michael McDonald and the Doobie Brothers, but because Michael McDonald is the late Michael McDonald and Michael McDonald is the great Michael McDonald, we're gonna say Michael McDonald and the Doobie Brothers. Is that all right with y'all? I know it's all right with y'all because it's all right with me, and if it's all right with me, it better be all right with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. You know, this song brings back so memories. It brings back so memories. Thank you, Michael. We got to take him down. And we're going to go here with Michael because we don't want YouTube saying anything. We only give him a couple of seconds, y'all. Now, we're going to let Michael be in my background while I talk to y'all because he's going to do minute by minute, I keep holding on. Okay, we're going to let him be holding on. We got to talk to y'all for a second. Everybody's trying to figure out how to get by, how to get over, how to get around, all that stuff. Stop trying to figure those things out, ladies and gentlemen. You have to pick one thing that you know works. So what did I tell y'all? IRS Tax Topic 453. What does it let you do? Well, go read it. Type Google IRS Tax Topic 453. If you already typed it, it's only one page, people. It lets you know if somebody owes you money. Man, or if you did a business transaction and there was some type of a business loss where your transacting business partner did something where they owe you money, you can write that off as a business, you can write that junk off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can write it off, why are you not writing off all those money orders that you've written? I've already told you, go back. It is not me, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't me. It is the government. That's right, Congress, who says to you, he says, hey, them notes of yours, well, they're obligations of the Federal Reserve. And it says, and they shall be receivable at par in all parts of the United States for the same purposes as national banknotes. Well, you do some research, you'll find national banknotes were legal tender. Well, technically, they still are. So that means that your, wait a minute, notes, drafts, bills of exchange, bankers' acceptances are at par with national banknotes, and they're redeemable and receivable. So they're currency. So go write that junk off. 1099A, 1099C. Don't matter if somebody get upset. Like I told y'all in the video, record yourself doing the math. Record yourself explaining it all, using this to explain it, because this is still the law. This has not changed. This is called the so-called New Deal. Okay, this is the amendment to the Trading with the Enemy Act. This is still the law to this very day. Why? Because this is what brought in the new currency that they call Federal Reserve notes. Y'all have to excuse me for a second with the Doobie Brothers. Sometimes the music is, okay, it's not on, you know how they do that automatic play thing? We're not doing that automatic play thing. Get on out of here. We ain't doing that automatic play thing because I ain't got time for no automatically playing anything. So we're going to pause that because we don't need to do nothing minute by minute. That's Michael McDonald and the Doobie Brothers. Nah, we don't want to play the Eagles right now. Give me a second. Let me see who we want to play. I already just played Bobby Caldwell, dying at the age of 71. Didn't like hearing that. I didn't know whatever happened to Bobby, but I knew that he is now passed away at the age of 71. Don't even know the reason why, and I'm not going to look for the reason why because I don't need that to be bringing my day down. Okay? Whew, don't need that at all. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out who I want to play, but there ain't nobody up here. No. Taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. I could do that. You belong to me. Hey, you know what? I ain't heard You Belong to Me in a while. And so because I ain't heard it in a while, I know y'all ain't heard it in a while, and so you belong to me right now. Now, if you notice, I haven't played no music in a minute on my channel. Come on now. I ain't gotta minimize this because this is not the video. Hold on. Had to sneeze. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you know, if you listen to this beat, this is one of those, it's a rainy day and you're relaxing and you got the little Rugrats in the other room playing and you're kicking back with your feet up and you're just sitting up there. Ain't no football games on or nothing. You just decided to take the day off. Now, what has happened, my system overcharges, and there's an automatic shutoff because I have too many "you belong to me." Okay, it overcharges and has this little cutoff so that it doesn't overcharge and set the whole place on fire. So we have that going on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna turn Michael down because Michael's too loud. And you know what I think? Michael, you belong to me. Okay, we're going to not let you get to that point right now. I'm going to cut you off. I'll listen to you later, homie. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, many of you, that's all right. The first couple of minutes is to get rid of all the knuckleheads, the people who are not really here to learn anything. Start off with getting your tax credits, documenting your tax credits. There's nothing they can do about it. It's already grandfathered in because all the tax credits will be from prior years, prior to 2022. Because most of your tax credits are going to be prior to 2022, the laws prior to that are the ones that will apply. Do you understand? They knew eventually somebody like me would come along and explain all of this to you. And so that's why they started changing things in 2022. Now they're getting ready to change the monetary system, so I told all of you need to be grandfathered in the system. Yes, they're going to get mad at me, but I don't give a excuse me, I don't care. Sorry, I just don't care, dude. Now, with that being said, this is what you guys need to understand. Under the Federal Reserve Act, obligations that are deposited as the security and gold for reserve notes are placed in the hands of the Federal Reserve agent. It really is just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the obligations are, pay attention, I didn't say it. I did not say it. They said it. Watch this. Notes, drafts, bills of exchange, bankers' acceptances, and so forth. So these obligations, pay attention, these obligations are legal tender because they're security and they're the new gold for the reserve notes. Without your notes, the reserve notes cannot function. Conjunction, junction, what's your... Okay, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what does that mean? I'm gonna get you there if you're very careful. Mama, he just can't help it, huh? So, that means that your notes, pay attention, the provisions for the issuance of Federal Reserve notes, not Federal Reserve notes. See, now it says it's for the issuance. Now it's for Federal Reserve notes as of June 12th, 1945. It's called the June 12th, 1945 Act, subsection number 2. Go take a look. It's also codified, not codified, but statute at large. 59 statute at large, page 237, subsection number 2. Go take a look. This is where it changed from Federal Reserve bank notes to Federal Reserve notes. So the provision is for the issuance of Federal Reserve notes and the security backed of those notes. This is Mr. Stegall, the chairman of Congress. In the joint session, he's explaining to people what everything means. It's the obligations, notes, drafts, bills of exchange, and bankers' acceptances outlined in the section. What section? 401. Where is 401? Well, 401, ladies and gentlemen, is this section right here. So all you do is you go and you type in Section 18 of the Federal Reserve Act and go to paragraph number 6. This is paragraph number 6. The only thing they got rid of was circulating notes. They are now Federal Reserve notes. The two acts I just mentioned to you changed it to Federal Reserve notes. This is still the law, people. Why you're not using it is beyond me. But the fact that you can use it, get your credits first, people. Get your credits first. Then go after the Federal Reserve. Now, if you want to, I'm getting ready to go after the Federal Reserve, just like that document that I had people co-sign and come in on. We're getting ready to go after the Federal Reserve, get their attention. Oh, they're a pretty powerful group. They might be powerful, but they can't stop it. Because too many people now know that this is still the law. And too many people now know that, pay attention, that you can make an application to the local Federal Reserve agent for advancements as an individual based on your promissory note. Too many people know this now. So they can stop me all they want. I've already put the information out there. So now, the moment something happens to me, you mean something's going to happen to you? No, I can't have nothing happen to you. No, that would bother me greatly. Then I won't be able to play around. Ladies and gentlemen, I am watching I got to see it walk first to tell if it's I think it's a raven. You know about crows hopping, ravens walking, or vice versa? Well, I can't tell what it is, but I know he was just right here next to my window, and the wind is blowing so hard, so he was literally flying forward, standing still. Literally, the wind was blowing that hard that he wasn't moving forward. And so he was maintaining his position without going backwards, but staying still in one spot like a hummingbird. Okay, that was interesting, huh? So, ladies and gentlemen, some of you are going to get things and some of you are not going to get it. And I can't help that. But what I can tell you is many of you are focused on way too many things. You're trying to do way too many things. If you got debt, this is the best way for you to get rid of your debt. I've already told you guys about the one guy who sent me the email talking about, I did the taxes and I wrote the stuff off and I put the tax credits there, and it took the tax credits and the child support department, they took everything that they claim I owe. But I want to go after them and get my money back. Excuse me? Yeah, I want to go after them and get my money. Why you want to go after them? You got rid of something that wasn't yours. So why are you trying to raise issue of that? Why not just let it go and then duplicate the process? Sorry, some of you are going to get it and some of you are not. Oh, you're going to get it? And then some of you are not going to get it. And that's going to be on y'all. I can't help that. I'm letting you know what the law says, not what somebody on some video said. Okay? Go read it. There are people who are being placed in jail because they write promissory notes or negotiable instruments in the form of bills of exchange. The reason why they are in jail is because they don't understand what the law says, and thus they can hold them as a result of that. Okay? Just that simple. I haven't read this right here. This section right here. Exceptional exigent circumstances and when a member bank has no further eligible or acceptable assets available to enable it to obtain adequate credit accommodations through rediscounting of the Federal Reserve Bank or any other method of providing by this act other than for provided by Section 10, any Federal Reserve Bank, which includes you, under the rules and regulations prescribed by the Federal Reserve Board, may make advances to such member banks, you, on its time and demand notes secured to the satisfaction of the Federal Reserve Bank. Okay, see, time and demand notes, don't get involved in that. I was just reading that because I thought it was interesting, because I was reading each note shall bear interest rates, blah, blah, blah. I was reading that in the background while I was showing that to you. Stick to what we talked about earlier. Y'all gonna be fine. Get your credits first, people. Now, just got to watch the video, the 5-minute video on tax credits. The last video done on tax credit is 5 minutes, 19 seconds. I know it's not the exact last video, but it's called Successfully Completing the 1099A and 1099C. 5 minutes, 19 seconds, or 16 seconds, but it's only 5 minutes. Go and watch it. Hey, look, I got to go, but I did my best. Told y'all what y'all needed to know. Adios, arrivederci. You belong to me.